Hello everyone, I'm Chaotic. Welcome back to the stream. I'm feeling really good today actually. I don't know why in particular. I'm pretty tired. I'm feeling like physically unwell, but I'm starting off in a really good mood. So I'm feeling positive. Okay. We're gonna just hop straight into it. I feel like I have so much dead space at the start of my streams. So we're balling. Today's plan? Pixonia. That's it. That's the goal. That's what we need. We could actually make this Pixonia artifact almost instantly. Um, we don't have the Candite lion and Vitite yet, but we do have the garnets that we need. And I don't think getting the chickens is, yeah, no, the chickens will be easy as well. So, I don't believe we already have them though. Just to double check. No, if wait, Vitite, Candite, lion. Never mind. We have all of those chickens. Okay, so it's literally a matter of we could put these chickens down in a roost and then do it manually to get the lionite plates. That won't be a problem. It can be done in a rolling machine, so we don't actually need a finished mythic processor to file that guy, which is perfect. Everything else about the Pixonia artifact also seems pretty easy. Abyssite crystals, all of the attuned celestial crystals, which is like minorly annoying, but we can just change days to do that, and you only need 2 of them, no biggie. Rainbow gemstones, I think we just have rainbow gemstones. Red, blue, yellow, green, white, and purple gemstones. Um, we have all of the chickens for these. And these are with what? Christivia garnets? We have 1,400 of them, so that'll be absolutely plenty. We can just cut some with some dolomite and some petroleum dust, of which we should have both of those automated. Yeah. Yeah. Be pretty easy with that. I'm speaking of which, what is our... yeah, cool. We're still not even on the 8th drive out of the 32. Because I do know some systems I've been spinning into the EME system, shouldn't have been doing. Some that should have just been waiting, but it is what it is. Flex Electrum Shaft, that's also super easy. And then Awakened Draconian Block and just a little bit of stability stuff. Yeah, nah. This is super easy. Like, I don't even really think it should be behind these, because none of these are actual blockers to that. So I'm not really sure why it's sectioned behind this. Could we get these first? Probably. Oh yeah, this recipe is way better. I think at least. Okay. We'll start off immediately with our normal stuff. This one's gonna be, what is that? Horologium? Yeah, it's an hourglass, duh. Oh, we need the Stormland markers, Orium gems. And then we need what? 4 Termisect statues and 4 Wildwood hearts. We need 8 hearts of the stag. Okay, so that's from a stag beetle. Interesting. From Erebus. It says that the eggs are craftable. We'll worry about that later. Okay. We'll get our 4 Orium gems that we need. Speaking of gems, let's see if our system caught up after it got buffered. I would assume this has. Okay, so we have just under 2 storage cabinets now of celestial crystals. So it finally caught up from like the 2 rows that we reduced it to. But that's not bad. Oh, hi, Rainbower. Need 4 Shadomium, 4 Corallium clusters. Shadomium's craft. Yeah, it looks kind of annoying. Yeah, we can just do it through the normal Elementium Nightmare Fuel way. I want to say we actually still have gilded mashed potatoes. Yep. Only need four for Elementium. Nice, and we already have all the Nightmare Fuel we need to. It was 3 per, right? Yep. Let's grab some living rock. So we got our Wand of the Forest real quick. Okay. Let's go and do the Shadomium real fast. We're doing the easier things first. And it's just a good habit to do whenever you're working on things like this. It breaks it up a little bit. Put these over here. Put these guys right here too, just because they're relevant eggs. We'll set those up later. We'll probably work on the other things first. Takes a second for it to let it go through, but I will admit, doing this after getting infinite mana makes this so much nicer. Hi, Rainbower. There's a lot of Rainbowers today. Yesterday I remember seeing a few of them, but there wasn't that many in the base. Okay, that's our 4 Shadomium. So we've got the Termisect, we've got the Wildwood Hearts, we actually have an extra. No, we need exactly 4. I'm just dumb. Our Orium Gems are probably done. No, they're not, because they don't actually have the altar, I bet. Again, I really need to make a second iridescent altar at some point. I just haven't wanted to. I'll take this guy out first. Put him in here. So we have 4 of them so far. No, we have 5 attuned celestials. Although, I want to say that Fornax is a minor celestial one, or like a dim one or whatever. This guy here real fast while that goes. That'll make our 4 Orium. Let's get our Wildwood Chunk. And that leaves us with all that we're missing being the 4 Stormland biome markers and Blue Fire Singularity. And then the Stag Beetle Hearts, which will be easy. It's just, we'll make 1 Stag Beetle egg and then mass murder him real fast. That shouldn't be hard at all. Gems. 2, 3, 4. Start putting all of this in here. Okay. That looks really annoying. We're just gonna go and find one. Um, Stag Beetle, Erebus. It is found in fungal forest. It looks okay. It's like the light blue beetle. Okay, I've seen them before. I just didn't know we needed them. We're just gonna do this thing where we make a few more of these and then we put them in the system, and then they'll be a little bit more identifiable. All right, small trip to Erebus. Quick in and out adventure, hopefully. Fungal forest, fungal forest. Get me out of here. We'll actually warp to our temple in here. There we go. Let's grab our compass. Fungal forest. This way, just a couple hundred blocks, no biggie. I'll move this, get our bow out. Alright, stag beetle, stag beetle. Well, that was easy. Oink. Thank you. Alright, back home. Okay. We're going to swap this guy out. Right in there. Then should we just a little flip the lever? Multi-shot's so nice for this because you kill the front one and then you just kill them all in a line. Okay, turn this off. We should have plenty of hearts by now. Go and get a little bit of XP. Delicious. Okay. And that gets us 12 hearts of the stag. I'm pretty sure we only needed 8. Yep, so we got a little bit extra. We'll put the other ones back. Actually, we'll throw them in the system. If I need this mandible for anything. Could make an armor golem head. Or a statue. Neat. We'll need that though. No, this looks useful. Okay. The extras away there. Go in here. Put these guys in. Alright, so that's our Hearts of the Stag. And now all we're missing is going to be the Stormland biomarkers. Okay. Bowline. So if we click on this bowline, there is one that is attuned to Fornax and Boots for celestial crystals. It's also going to need a Mithrilium Resonator, which we can do in the Arcane Auto Infuser for Mummy Hearts, and an Impetus Mirror. So I think we'll just need to make one more Impetus Jewel. That shouldn't be hard at all. Okay. None of this looks particularly bad, to be honest. I think we already have Fornax. I just think we're missing Boots. Yeah, so we have Fornax, we don't have Boots. And then up here has Orlogium. Yep. Let's get our basic ones in here too. Okay. So it'll be as simple as making an extra Fornax. So we need to get Boots. Let me pull up my Astral Sorcery Constellations chart again. I use a reference chart for it. I'm not enough of a gamer to go without one, unfortunately. I don't remember them all off the top of my head. Boots is the one that kind of looks like a sword with no handle. Okay, that works. Like right here should be the center. I'm gonna put a bunch of demagnetizers down. I kept yoinking them on accident. Also, that's totally not centered. Alright, surely my magnet won't work in that area. Surely. They have a range of 4. Okay. Let's give a little check. So this guy is a Vorcio. Let's grab our Astral Tome. Thank you for the follow, Madam Irma. Appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Grab boots. Oh, I have 2 Decidias. Interesting. We don't actually have an Overseer? Or am I blind? No, no, yeah, we just don't. Interesting. I was gonna grab, oh, boots is out right now. Sweet. Okay, let's grab our boots paper. Okay. Relays in all of the little blue spots. And there. Take the celestial crystal, sure. This guy should get attuned. Gonna take a second, but that guy will go. This would be our boots one. What was the other one that we needed? Fornax, right? Which we already had. I'm pretty sure, at least. Yeah. And these need the crafted attuned crystals from either the Illuminated Enchanter, or once we finally get Pixonia today, we'll be able to get a Whispering Meatball there from, I assume, some kind of boss fight. And then you can make the Possessed Fluix, and then that lets you just straight out craft the Attuned Celestials, which is just going to be fantastic, to be honest with you. We'll finally make a Rock Crystal Seed. I haven't done that yet. But yeah, like, this is ridiculously easy methods of acquiring all of the crystals. That'll be very nice. This also lets us acquire the other ones without attuning them ever, because the current method requires us to do this at least once. We have to tune it, and then we can craft new copies of the attuned ones that are just that perfect tier and rarity, versus just being able to craft them outright. Saves us from having to deal with paper and page issues and stuff, which is all gonna be pretty cool. Okay. So we're doing all of this for this bow line. So now we need the 4 mummy bait. Okay, so we're missing. I don't actually think we're missing the shimmer stone. Nope. Got plenty. So we're gonna need our manus. Forbidden figs. Um. Yeah. Well, we'll do a quick double check on the forbidden fig. Okay, so it's typically just found as loot. I see. I see. I feel like we got it from the callstone. I want to say that we got forbidden figs in this callstone. Let's put our page away. I don't know if I would have left any behind. Oh, I did indeed leave 1 forbidden fig behind. It can be phytogenically insulated, so maybe that is a strategy real quick. Grab our little personal shrinking device. Let's go and hit up our one that has all of the phytos in it for the Bombcraft stuff. I want to say that we have some extras. I want to say that all of these ones to the left up here on this top row, yeah, none of these are used. I made extras with the intention to use them for other things as needed, as I've already done with a few of these. Put this guy here. Except from the back, he should get fed directly with sludge balls, right? Sap spit. Oh, this is it defaults insert or extract. I mean, I'm like, why is this not getting it? I'm like, this should be totally fine. This guy has monoculture cycles, so he'll never lose his guy on accident. And then all he produces is forbidden figs at like as a whole. Oh, we're gonna have to put him in there. Give him water. We'll give him a compact. I don't think he needs it, but he can have it. It's a treat. I'll put both things on the bottom. Try to get the edge. There we go. Extract always active. And I think we can put 3 auxiliary upgrades in here too, to drastically improve his speed of fig production. Let's add figs to that. There we go. I was like, where did the fig go? It went straight into the trash can. I forgot how I'd done this system for the because I wanted to get rid of the weeping blues and I just wanted the petals. There we go. Forbidden figs. And then this is not actually an allocated storage bus. It stays at a low priority, so that if these get a set somewhere else, then that will be the main priority for them, and they'll be taken from here first to dwindle these supplies down. Okay, that's forbidden figs, nice and passive now. Never have to worry about that again. Perfect. Get out of here. All right, that was pretty easy. What else do we need for the mummy bait? Animated tar beast hearts. I don't think there's actually any way around not like doing this just manually. We have a bunch of tar beast hearts. We just need 4. We'll grab an extra life crystal. I think 1 life crystal will get them all done. We will grab some more sulfur. We have millions and 100 million of it. Go and drop into one of these guys. They have a little altar in the center for the hearts. Throw in this. Throw in the life crystal. The heart. Bro. Not, please. Thank you. Appreciate it. Let's grab a little bit more sulfur and so 1 stack does exactly 2. And 1 life crystal does exactly 4. Okay, good to know. Pretty easy. I won't remember any of that, but I knew at one point, you know? That's what really matters at the end of the day. All of this excess stuff back in there. Get rid of some of this extra stuff too. Okay, perfect. Now we should be able to make the Armanus, no problem. Okay, this is an Armanus 2, which means it has 2 charges. So we can use it to make 2 money baits each. We should only need these. Grab our Shimmerstone manually. 1, 2, 1, 2. Perfect. That is our 4 mummy baits needed for the bovine. The bowline, I mean. Okay. We need the impetus mirror. We need 1 impetus jewel. We'll do that real fast. The impetus jewel was super easy, right? Yeah, avoid seed with 25 ordo and 10 perditio. Wood seed. 25 ordo. And 10 Perditio. Drop, drop, and right click. No, not Perditio. What's it called? Potentia. I I misspoke it, and then so I grabbed it as well. Oh my god, and I'm already losing my ordo. Really? We'll take out what we can as quartz slivers so we don't get too much flux build up in the chunk. That's fine. Make our impetus mirror. Perfect. Then we need a mithrilium resonator, of which do we actually? Okay. So we need mithrilium and morphic resonators learned. Up here, drop into Thaumcraft, drop into our little sub one. I want to say it's this guy. Yeah. And it is for the arcane auto workbench. And this one is in the arcane auto infuser. I forget which one is which. I'll be honest with you guys. You think I got an elevator here? Okay, auto workbench. That's pretty easy. And I guess this one's the auto infuser. No, that's wizardry combiner. This one's the auto infuser. Duh. Maybe the thing with the massive infuser stuff is the auto infuser. Okay, sweet. So this is the auto infuser one, which should be the mithrilium resonator. Save. Exactly the one recipe we needed there. Love to see that. And then this one will be our workbench. Alright. Surely there's things in here we don't actually need anymore, right? I'm gonna need energetic niter at some point because of that. Is the void metal Essentia smelter actually needed for anything? Okay, it's needed for the mithrilium. Okay. Inlays are actually used quite a lot too. Is this warding sigil used for anything? Okay, it's used for the reinforced jar, which we needed for the draconic key. We'll need it for an limited siphon do. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Gives you impetus, which gives you pristine aura, which you need for the creation altar. Okay, interesting. I only need 2 for it. Okay, hold on. We don't have any reinforced jars yet. But what if I just like craft like 10 of them? Can I make 10? Magic tallow available 2, missing 4. Magic tallow. I see. Can I make 2 of them? Can I make 4 of them? Okay, I can make 4. That's enough for 2 of those things. I think I'm honestly fine with that. As long as the craft is able to complete, yeah. There we go. We got 4 reinforced jars. It looks like that should be enough for what we'll actually use it for, because we'd already used 2 of them for the Draconic Key, so we won't need those. You can make a rift in a jar, which is what we'd actually needed that for. Okay, yeah, and then we've got 4, so we can make 2 impetus siphons, or just use them if we wanted to. So we can get rid of that recipe now. Can override it at least. All right. With that, we need the morphic resonator, the auto workbench. Save. Disappear, disappear. Then it should just be a matter of, we only need the 1 beryllium resonator, right? Yep. Beryllium resonator. Everything's got it to craft. Okay, make that guy up. That should be pretty. Why do I have 12,000 beryllium reinforced jars? Oh, I get them from Abyss. I'm like, why do I have this? I was very confused for a second. Good to know. Funny. That is already our Mithrilium Resonator as well. So we just need the boots and the Fornax, of which we have both of them already as their base forms. So we just need to do whatever their crafts are. Where's it at? My staff. There it is. Okay. Boots. Fornax. Our TBS is a little high. I'm not really sure why. We'll do a quick little spark profiler, just to check on that. I want to see what's particularly spiking this. So Fornax and boots. We'll just have to click on these and then look at them manually, because you can't actually click on one individually because of how their data is sorted. So leather, wheat, apples, coal, redstone, gunpowder. There you go. Should craft one, and then it'll craft the other randomly, I would assume, right? Missing an input item still. Oh, yeah, that would be a requirement. It needs actual celestial gems to turn into as well. Get 2 of these. Now it should craft one. And then it'll craft the other one that's left over. Not bad. Couple of Horologium attuned crystals here. Just throw these in the system real fast. Oh, it just takes a while to craft. I forgot about that part. This is the last thing we need for the bovine though, right? I keep calling it a bovine. A bovine's like a cow, right? Okay, yeah. It includes cattle, bison, buffalo, and antelopes. It can also be used to describe something that is ox-like, cow-like, slow-moving, or patient. Okay. That's what I thought. There's one. Oh. Oh, I see what happened. It made the other Horologium, I think, as well. Yeah, because that last Horologium was just missing the Celestial Crystal, so it made that first. I see. I see. That makes sense. This will be our boots. And then this guy crafting right now is our good old Fornax. Perfect. Click in here. There we go. Stormland Bowline. I want to say there's actually a quest for this, right? Oh. Does it really want a normal bowline? Okay. I never took it out and put it in my inventory. I just crafted it and left it in the system. I assumed it was going to want a MBT variant, but I guess not. Goku. Maybe we'll make one of those eventually. Not sure. Um. Oh, that was something we didn't get from the other one. We didn't turn the blue firestones into a singularity. Not by lack of blue firestones, but by lack of actually doing it. We'll just feed this manually real fast. It's not really that bad. It's only 5k. It's like 5 sets of this in my inventory. Could this be automated? Yeah. I'm gonna worry about it for now. Not really. Later on, whenever you're needing a lot more singularities of things, obviously, on demanding them will be more efficient, but for this, no biggie. Okay, perfect. Throw that in here as well. Okay, so now we need to do the right of the shifting something. Seasons. Click on this, right of the shifting seasons. So it's going to be a triple purple circle with our basic inscription in the center. Don't already have one of those. I kind of thought we did originally. I guess just because we had this one, which is all red. We can get it right here if we break some of our tree down here on the side. Let us get our chalk. I think it's our phasing chalk. Makes sense. Purple. Okay. And what's the visual on this look like? It's gonna be 1 block extra with a 3 block diagonal. So 1 block of space. Build out to this. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Okay. Cool. That all adds up. That Jacko, like the Jacko man or whatever, spooked me a little bit. I don't know why either. It really shouldn't have, but it did. Okay. Oh, I should totally put a higher level of unbreaking on those guys, thinking about it. I should give them that unbreaking 255. Um, okay. So we're gonna need a little bit more stuff for this. So we need, okay, any kind of sapling, right? Yeah, just a tree sapling. Then we need any kind of wood, 2 oak apple galls, a pentacle. We'll use a normal oak wood. I just don't want it to be like a problem. So we'll try to use some default stuff. I guess birch it is. 1 birch, sapling, 1 oak log, 2 galls, the pentacle. We're gonna need an oak spirit, a dimensional sand. I want to say we already have another dimensional sand, yeah. And then we need to look at what we need for the oak spirit. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I could have honestly guessed that, I think. If I needed to. And while this is going, just to double check. Okay, yeah, it doesn't say anything else special about it. So I assume this being the Stormland bowline is all we need to do. I don't think there's anything weird. Right. We've got our sapling, our wood, our two gall, our pentacle, our oak spear, our dimensional shard, and the bowline goes in last. Sweet. Sapling, wood, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Ta-da! I hope a biome called Stormland isn't a problem in hindsight. It's gonna be right next to my base. I guess worst comes to worst, whenever we biome marker it, we just transmute it back into like anything else if needed. Speaking of which, grab 5 little biome markers. We're doing 5 because it's gonna cost 4 of them to do the craft, and then we'll have a 5th. All right, Stormland it is. Beautiful. That wasn't bad at all. Put all 5 of those guys in there. Actually, take 4 of those guys back out. Forgot, still need those. Okay, that should be everything for the Wildwood Heart. Get our staff traveling. Let's go on back up here. We actually go back to the base real fast. Gonna need this back for real quick. I'll give it back later. Don't worry about it. I guess all of these crafts are manual anyway, so it doesn't really matter that I'm adding one extra small step to the manual part of it. It doesn't actually change anything. Oh, okay. Let's grab a Horlo game out of here. Oh, hold on. We have to grab an attuned. There you go. Ta-da. Okay, let's pull out all of the ingredients. Then we should be able to click Wildwood Core, click everything in here, the 4 hearts, the 4 Termisect, and is that it? Yep, that'll be it. Let us skip ourselves on over to a good old Moonrise. We'll put these guys in the corner sections. We need our resident one to actually start the craft. Kind of wild the energies are so low here. This guy's connected to this block properly, right? Where's my linking tool? Okay, now he's working. We're gonna need to put these guys in the corners. Wildwood Heart. Oh, it can't see it. Termisect's at you. I can see the line going to it. Since it's not showing an icon, that's pretty obvious which one it's going to be. At least. This one's going to be another Termisect statue. Thank you, M. Heidi Olo Lade, for the follow. I appreciate it. Okay, I couldn't tell which one actually had a slot in it already. Need one more wildwood heart right there. Nope. Terminus statue. I was like, where's the next one? Okay, that should be it. Thank you very much. Wildwood core, learn that guy. Beautiful. They got like 2 stacks of them. They're pretty cheap. We'll throw them in the system. Okay. That progresses there. Vibranium servo. Thank you for the follow. Hope keeps us alive. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Okay, nice. We have this set on the right recipe. So it just needs vibranium alloy ingots. Check our vibranium alloy. Ooh, I forgot that this is gonna take the hot version of the ingots or whatever. A mythic furnace can do it, but for now we'll have to do it through a dragonfire crucible, which is fine. I guess we could do this manually. Need some mermatite too. Need ice and fire. Okay, I don't think any of this is that bad. Then we'll just throw it in probably a vacuum freezer. I bet you a vacuum freezer is going to be quicker than a decay hastener. This guy, get some overclocker upgrades. Our situation of our manually used machines is pretty funny. Alright, vacuum freezer, you get to go here. Oh, it's a multi-block. Of course it's a multi-block. What kind of multi-block are you? Okay, it's a hollow one. I wonder if it'll work for the ones that have water in the center. Like, could I just throw it on the side here? Will this count? No. Okay. Is there any of the other ones that are hollow? Oh, this guy. Oh, no, he's full reinforced for the implosion. I'll have to make him his own multi-block. Everyone's always gotta get special treatment with this. Okay, we've got a bunch of extra casing at least. From yesterday, so it's not bad. You can go right here. Let's get our reinforced. Give him a little donut ring. Put this guy right here. Really? Oh, he sits on top. Hold on. That one's too high. It doesn't matter. Like, maybe he could go on the other one. What? 18 reinforced machine casing on top. Oh, okay. I was misreading this. 18 reinforced for the top and bottom, and then it's 8 advanced machine casings. Okay, this guy's one of the more expensive multi-blocks. I just assumed that it was following the same substandard structure from these ones. Interesting. How much does 5 more of this cost? That's not unreasonable. Oh, It'll be made in a batch of 8 too. Okay, that's fine. Thank you for the follow, Rose here. Appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Should be this. Now, was this worth this the additional speed over the decays in there that's fully upgraded? I'm not sure. May I ask you something? Sure, what's up? Give this guy power. Okay. Um, we will do this manually for now, maybe. Actually, or should we just automate this while we can? The hot vibranium, we won't automate yet. Once we get the furnace mythic processor, we'll automate it there. It'll be especially nice after we get an arc reactor as well. Get the arc residue stuff. No, I'm sorry, I don't need any kind of art. Yeah, these guys will be possible as soon as we get mythic machine casings. And they not only make a decent amount of RF a tick, just for free, they make 1.2 million, but we also get arc residue from them. And that lets us use this recipe. That'd be pretty good. I guess we do this manually at first. We can just do like a stack of all of these. I wonder what all we need vibranium for still. We don't need it for rhenium anymore, obviously. Don't need it for the draconic key. Don't need another fusion core. Don't need it for vibe, Eden. I'm just trying to see what the additional cost would be. Thanks for your time, no problem. Already made that guy. Molten salt. Okay, so we'll need some more vibranium stuff for vibranium rods for that. We'll probably need, yeah, we'll need that later. I'm not even gonna look at it. I'm just trying to see if there's any near future use for this, by the way. It doesn't really look like it, so I'm fine with doing a stack of it. So we'll run a stack of vibranium into 6 stacks of the hot vibranium alloy. Yeah, because we're still a little ways out from the arc residue one. So we're gonna need murmamite, or murmatite. Yeah, so we made ore with this. I was like, why do we have so much of this? Yeah, you can make the ore variant in the plasmatic, no problem. That's pretty much free. And then fire and ice dragon steel. Oh, and then 4 stacks of awakened draconium. I think we might have that. Might have that one. And just enough supply. Split up our Ashel Tome. This guy over. Move this guy over. This guy can sit here. Magnus can go back in the me. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with my inventory sorting as we do things, so I don't leave it a little too ridiculous. Okay, dragon steel. If we're going up here to this guy, I guarantee that all of the dragon steels have a better recipe. So packed ice. Around what? Draconium ingots. Or in our case, we'll just make it in the block form. It's faster that way. So we need like 9 of these, I guess. How many was it? 6? Okay, well 10 it will be. I would assume this would be the same recipe, right? Oh, it requires a little bit more packed ice. I see. Okay, so the block forms will need the full amount. They need all 10. Okay. That means we just need to get 50 more? Or 40 more? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. These guys have their substacks again. Okay. And this will make 10 blocks worth, which should be fun. While this crafts, we're going to stop the spark profiler as well. Fire Dragon Steel will just be magma blocks. That is 9. That's it. Check out the spark profile. Let's see what's going on. What's going on in the background? Okay, yeah, there's just a lot of mobs, is what's happening. That is by far the most of our usage. That's okay. Alright, I'll worry about that again later then. It looks like also we're having some moderate usage by the... More packed ice is left. Last one? Yeah. Some moderate usage is from all of the Tesla locators that we've used in our systems as well. So we should probably tear down our alloy stuff at some point soon. I most likely will. I'll probably make a whole day of it whenever I get around to that though. We'll tear down our old alloy systems and everything just because I doubt we'll ever even need them again. Like, you know, like our dark steel, we have 18 million of it. Our stellar, we have 26 million of it. Like, I don't think any of these systems are going to be needed again. I think we have enough. And if they are needed again, we'll use mythic processors to replace them for any that do end up somehow burning through our literal tens of millions for all of them. Do this. Put away the extra 26. We'll wait for this guy. And then it'll just be a matter of we'll hop in this guy, and then in that little compact machine right there, that top one, is where we automated all of the Dragonfire stuff. And we'll just manually craft in there real quick. Which should not be bad. Let's take these 7. No, I forget. We need at least one more. Also, we have 62 blocks of Lightning Dragon Steel. I just did a whole stack at one point. I think I needed 2 ingots for something. I was like, you know what? It is what it is. There you go. We pop on in here. We go on in here. I feel like I saw a mob outside. I don't know. I can't see it now. It's our fluid input hatch. It's gotta be our output hatch. He has a bit of extra threaded steel in him. Is this our only input? This guy, I can't remember. No, this guy's got an input too. There we go. This will just spew out a bunch of the hot vibranium alloy that we need. This will give us 6 stacks worth. Which should be pretty, that should be pretty good. Yeah, it shouldn't be bad at all. Ha. You know, I didn't even consider the fact that since it's considered hot, that it could have like hurt me or something. They could have done a little bit of trolling with that. I would have just immediately been damaged. So we'll make the vibranium servos through this one. I think we manually collected a good amount of glistening and fusion stone. Yeah, it's been a while, but I vaguely remember doing that. And ultimate nuggets. We also just crafted a bunch of them, but I think we could craft like a crazy amount more if we wanted to. And then Dark Soul Machine Chassis, obviously we can craft these. That'll be fine. We'll make them with a more efficient recipe. And once that finishes, we can make the Mythic Machine Case. Needs Ambient, Glaring, Infusion Stones. We'll be able to get these with the Infusinator later. With control seals. I just need to find one of each Pixen. And you can actually mob duplicate the Pixens if you capture them. And then you can just bring them back to the main world, mob duplicate them, and then collect them all with the bowl. Which is very possibly what I've been doing to the Pixens. Don't worry about it though. Super translucence. Ooh, it's gonna require crystallite and mistite. I'm in a solid state. Oh, it looked fast though, right? Oh no. Oh yeah, it was. My brain was like 120 seconds. Never mind, that's not fast. It's 6. So that part won't be bad at all. Can we get to cursed mermatite? I wonder. You make the bucket, right? Arcane auto workbench with eldritch roll crystals. Cursed mermatite catalyst needs a normal mermatite catalyst, which needs mermatite. Okay. Yes. So we could totally make cursed mermatite. And you only need one bucket, gets you 4 crafts, which gives you 32 machine casings. Yeah. Okay, we could do that. Even if we did that manually, that would be very worth it. As a 4x over the other recipe. I don't think anything else in this recipe is ridiculous by any means. Palladium and polonium. I want to say we already have those. We'll need more rainbow gemstones for the lenses. How many mythic machine casings are we gonna need for the near future? I wonder. Hold on. You need like 1 for a mythic coil. We'll need 4 for the Apishu Warper. We'll need 8 for the Appalachia portal. Thank you, Boyzone, for the follow. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. This does not look too bad by any means. And then you only need 1 per 4 electromagnets, and like I think these guys only ever take 16. Yeah, most of the mythic processors are pretty standardized. Okay, they're all standardized actually, so they all take 16. So you only need 4, 6, I guess, coils if you want to use a tier 2 mythic coil. So you need, wait, no, my math is bad on that. 7. You would need 7 if you wanted to do a tier 2 mythic coil for mythic processor, which means 1 craft per, which isn't bad for the fact that these guys are pretty quick. Especially with the tier 2, 16xing its processing speed. Because I think these guys do every operation in like a tick. Oh, no, okay, some of them aren't a tick. That's an interesting recipe. Most of them are a tick though, it looks like. And then you set them to the base requirement of needing to do 16 at a time. Or actually, most of these do 2 at a time by default. So those ones you would need to do 32 at a time for whenever you're encoding your recipe. But it'd be extremely fast for that, so I guess that makes sense. It's not bad. Okay. All of of our stacks should be done. Yep. But yeah, I don't really know what has you do all of this before Pixonia, because Pixonia is possible before any of the three things I'm working on right now. At least as far as I can tell. So the fact that the Wilded Core, the Vibranium Servo, and the Mythic Machine casings are all blocked by are all the lead ups to Pixonia is a little odd. I feel like Pixonia could be like here maybe instead, but I get it. It's trying to endorse good infrastructure, but Pixonia gives you so many benefits to infrastructure that it's a little confusing at the same time. Because I could have definitely gone there a decent while ago. Tons and tons of Vibranium Alloy Ingot. I wonder if I put a cryoduct on the side if this guy will keep up fully in his energy costs. Yes, nice. Tech reborn machines are weird. They're sided on their energy transfer, so another connection point can stop them from running out. It's kind of interesting the way that works, but I don't know. Good enough for me. Okay. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. So we're going to get 2 servos per craft, and each servo can make 8 mythic machine casings. So that means each craft can make 16 casings. That's pretty good. Also, we don't even require the infusion stones. Doing it through the Starlight Altar, looking at it. Is there anything that we're actually blocked on with the Starlight Altar? I don't think so. Like, there's stuff we have to do a little bit more things for, but I don't think any of this is a block. I think we already made a decent amount of magnetic monopole, just because whenever I first saw that, I was like, oh, that's not that bad. And they were made 5 at a time. Yeah, we have 60 of them. Vibranium servos. Let's make like 20? Yeah, sounds good. 30 actually? Yeah, sounds good. Okay. Alright. Making 30 vibranium servos. Let's take some of these guys out. Finish the mission. Okay, and now we need mythic machine casing. Just to make sure, we set it to the 8 recipe, right? No, okay, we have it set on the 2 recipe from the Starlight Altar. Alright, I don't like that. Why did I set it to the 2 recipe? Okay, I was avoiding the Myrmex coolant cell. That's what I was avoiding, because I wasn't too Myrmex at the time, or whatever planet had Myrmex. Is Myrmex a planet? Is this a dimension? I don't remember. It's been a little while. But yeah, so I'd set it to that recipe instead. It isn't here, right? Yeah. But now that we have our other stuff, we don't need to do that. And we'll just manually do the coolant cell section for now. It won't be that bad. We only need to do like 1 moderate bulk craft for it, and we'll be fine. Let's say, so Cursed Mermatite, Arcane Auto Workbench. Do we have that as a thing? No, we do not. Alright, to our Auto Workbench we go. Go on in here. It'll be this top guy. Actually, this warding sigil was only used for that jar, so we can use up this slot. Okay, now a workbench. Save. We automated the Eldritch Will crystals a long time ago. Yeah, so we got 250,000 of those. Beautiful. Love it whenever you automate things like way before you actually get to them, so they're just in such excess. It's kind of ridiculous. Now if we check out Cursed Mermatite. So if we wanted to make 100 buckets worth, we just need 100 Cursed Mermatite Catalyst. That seems pretty easy. So it would just be a Mermanite catalyst with a cursed guy and Cividium. So something I feel like doing real quick, just because I feel like I keep doing some sketchy stuff with using this Crucible normally. Amatoria, where are you? Crucible to alchemical construct. Okay, that's what I thought. I was just double checking. Get one more Salus Mundus. Got a smooth 23 million on that. Perfect. Huh? That didn't. That didn't feel right. Maybe because the water source. I don't feel like the crucible at the bottom is supposed to still be a crucible. Damn, is it always? Why does that feel wrong? Okay, I don't know. I do not know. This. There we go. This guy should yoink any Essentia that we melt down. I assume Vidium is already yeah in moderate mass, so that should be fine. And now we just need some Mermatite. We'll literally do 100 of it just for the fun of it, because why not, right? Perfect, thank you. That's our 100 catalyst. There we go. Yeah, this is way easier than doing it by hand. I have no idea why I didn't do this a long time ago, to be honest. I've done way too many things by hand with this Crucible, whenever I could have just done this. Because this is not exactly difficult. So, whoops. And there we go. Curse Catalyst. Hermatite. Make 100 of it. Beautiful, thanks. Okay, and then that would make effectively 400 of these coolant cells. uh, and in hindsight, maybe overkill? I don't know if I need 3,200 Mythic Machine casings. Do I? We can find a purpose for them. That's fine. We're limited by other things, obviously, still, but that'll be effectively enough Mermex coolant cells, initially to do 3,200 Mythic Machine casings, which is pretty good in my opinion. So we need Mistite, Crystallite, so we should set up our chickens. Cause yeah, we're gonna need the lion plates and stuff too. So let's do that. Let's make sure this craft's working. Oh yeah, it's already down to the last 30. Sweet. Do we have helium? Okay, we have helium liquid cells now. 360k helium coolant cells. Okay, yeah. So these helium cells that we're making, we can we'll set up their auto crafting chain later to craft all the way up to the 360k, and then we can just do the on demand for this part too, do a fluid infuser. Maybe we do it manually, actually. It's only 400. Maybe that's the play. I don't know. We'll worry about that in a minute, though. I was just making sure because that was going to take some setup if it was needed. Okay, so we're actually gonna grab a roost collector. I want to say these guys. Okay, I don't want to feed you a bone white chicken. Can I chicken catch him directly? Yeah. Okay. I have to get him out of here somehow. I thought you could pick him up. I don't remember if you can, and if you can, I don't remember how. Probably net actually. I bet you a net works. All right, Flint chicken. Thank you for your sacrifice. You're my collection roost now. So I believe this guy. Give him some extract speed upgrades too. So you can do a stack at a time, potentially if needed. I believe this guy will collect in a range around him from every roost that's nearby with no problem. So we can put our roost back to, this guy back down here. They're bone white chickens. Eh, well, that was a flop. It works, but it's way too slow. It's going to lose out heavily to the just roost speeds because I intend on putting the 16 on them each time. Okay, that's fine. We can take those upgrades out then. And we'll just make like a wall of them here, I think. Yeah, that'll be fun. Alright, so the ones that we need right now are Mistite. Get rid of these eggs. Throw them in here. Going to need our Mistite, we need our Candite. Which I guess will be one of these, right? Yeah. This will be Mistite and Candite. And Crystallite. There it is. So these 5 are necessary immediately. The RNG of just getting some baby chickens with this is very sad. That could have been such a sad time. Alright, that's immediately out of the hotbar. I must have misclicked with 2 earlier on accident. I've been so sad if I killed one of the chickens. I need you little bastards. Oops. This guy. And once he grows, grab him too. Okay. So these guys, you can't put them on their own in the chicken breeder, as one would expect. I don't remember what I did last time. I think I actually just put them in a roost. I want to say I put a roost in here. No, the roost only produced the results. It doesn't produce the things. Did I put them in a pen? I just don't remember it, but I guess I would have. Get a net back then. At chicken? Really? And oh, it's from hatchery. That's what it is. I'm like, I know I have these somewhere. Let's put the candidate chicken down. Let's grab him. Will be our first subject. Shift click him. Okay, well, candite chicken is done. Grab him out. Put him down. Bonk him. We'll set his little egg to grow to a new chicken. We'll do this starter process for all of them first, and then we'll worry about the like the individual growth and stuff again later. We need to grab another chicken real fast. We'll start the lion chicken. Put him in the pen. We're just trying to get another egg so that we can hatch those guys. This guy will hatch eventually. Torturinos make this pretty fast at least. Otherwise this would take considerably longer. Oh, lion chicken. Perfect. Him on the side here. We're going his egg. Feed the candite chicken with seeds until he grows up. A boring but simple process at least. Mistite chicken. There we go. There's our 2 candite chickens. We'll have our 2 lion chickens soon. Nice. Perfect. Grab this guy. Animal catcher. Put him here. Take his... Where did I put the egg? Okay, I had already put it down. I was like, where'd the egg go? Spam right click him instead of holding it down. I'm impatient. Go faster, my child. Lion chicken. The mistite will grow soon. It's kind of dumb, but I like it. And then it'll just be a process of breeding them up to a 10-10-10, and then getting 16 of them, so that we get a full roost worth of speed. And I think that'll be it. I think that'll be good for all of them. I doubt we'll need more than that. And I guess if we ever do need more than that, it's super easy to breed more of them. From your base 16. Mistite chicken shells. Crystallite chicken egg. Get this last guy going. Thank you to follow, Jared Lanris. Appreciate it. Welcome to stream. Welcome to stream. We'll get rid of that guy, yeah. This guy should make another egg soon. It seems like they never make an egg on their first time in the nesting pen, I've noticed. And he... Okay, never mind. So, the eggs aren't made in the drop, like, in the same drop cycle. I assumed the egg would have had the production chance whenever the next animal drop was, but no. I guess just how like the feathers and stuff work, where they can produce earlier than that. Kind of interesting. Put a vid tight chicken on the side. This is our crystallite. Feed him up. Make sure I had enough seeds. Hello there. How are you? Doing pretty good. How about yourself? Grow my chicken. That's our crystallite. We'll start on the actual processing of the chickens in the breeder now. Put that guy in there. It's gotta grow. You're also good. Nice, nice. Perfect. Okay. That's all the chickens that we'll be working on for now, at least. Speaking of which, we'll set up their extra 5 roost already. Grab some conduit. Extract always on all of these guys. We'll disable the extract on these sides since he's already connected on the other one. No reason to have unnecessary connection points whenever you can avoid it. Which country are you from? US. We'll wait for this to make one more chicken, and we'll replace that default chicken out with this guy. We'll actually replace this guy out too. These are both betters. Get rid of these two. This water source, crystallite egg, this guy. Okay, cool. I could time in a bottle this too. Yeah, we can do that. We have plenty of time. 182 hours worth, I think. Might be enough. 445. Can replace that starter one. Okay, there you go. 10, 10, 10s. Yeah. Time in a bottle makes it pretty fast. Because as their genes increase, so does their breeding speed. As weird as that is, but yeah. Um, so then we just need to get this guy up to 16 of them, and then throw him on in his roost. US, right? Yeah. Man, shoulders hurt. Okay, get these last 3. Alright. It'll produce a couple more, that's fine. Let's see. Oh, man, that production speed's pretty good. Yeah, okay. Yeah, these will be no problem. We'll just throw the extra chickens in here. They all share the same tagging, so that shouldn't be much of an issue. Once again, time in a bottle this whole guy. Then we'll just swap them out as needed. Throw more seeds. It is pretty visually apparent the instant you increase the genetics of either of the chickens for the breeding speed. To not throw all of those in my system. Throw those in the trash. That would have been a whoops. I've done it before, and then you're like trying to figure out where they all went, and to go and sort through them all. Okay, the extra 2 can go in the system. These 10 go here, or these 16, I mean. Lion eggs, perfect. Grab our misdied chicken. Sort them up. Get a couple more stacks of seeds, just preemptively. This guy over. Just keep repeating the process. It's not glorious, but it's not bad either. Okay, not bad. We'll throw the 2 extras in the system. Throw these guys here. And then I always check them just to make sure that they produce the right result. Um, I I don't see any reason why any of them wouldn't, but I don't know, force of habit. Probably mostly from after the bees and their stupid specialty drops incident, where I thought I was getting a drop that I needed the whole time, and I just wasn't, because it wasn't set right. I don't think chickens have any such circumstance though. So just superstitions on my part. It gets a little too fast near the end there sometimes. Okay, they're all 10-10-10s. Alright. These guys. I was gonna be like, oh yeah, we could save a little bit of our time in bottle. I'm not even worried about it. I don't know why I keep doing that to myself. I don't need to. Okay. Throw the 3 extras, I guess, in our system. Throw these 16 in here. Make sure this makes a crystallite egg. Beautiful. And we're on to the last guy for now, at least. We'll do all of these other chickens at some point. They're not super needed right now, but they will be soon, no doubt. As we need them for things, we'll do them. I just don't feel like cycling them all at once right now. I kind of have like a main goal to get to Pixonia, so I just want to get the things out of the way for that instead. Gonna try my best not to sidetrack too hard. Although technically all of this is sidetracking. I could have already been at Pixonia by now, um, but I'm trying to do it in like the quest order, so. This is fine. It's pretty easy. Definitely ain't bad. Okay, there goes our Vegite chickens. There's their Vegite eggs, or whatever. Throw the extra chickens in there. Okay. That is all of our chickens that we need for now, I think. What do we want to get done now real fast? I guess we're gonna need a bunch of lignite plates. We're also gonna need super translucent catalysts. These guys are gonna take a little bit, so mistite and crystallite. They can be made in the induction smelters with their eggs and then their relative garnets. Cut garnets work great. So we will do all of that real fast. Okay. We have a decent amount of the garnets for the new ones already. Already in the 1500s or so, which is effectively 6,000 if you cut them with the dolomite and petroleum first. Because it 4x's, which isn't bad. Let me check the notification real fast. Okay, nothing important. I say that. I saw something about an E. coli outbreak. I don't think it's here though, so it's probably fine. We'll pull a stack of cut Haven garnets out for what? Crystallite, right? Yep. And then what do we need for Mistite? We'll need Mysterium. Get a stack of these. Crystallite eggs and Mistite eggs. Yeah, we're already at the hundreds for each. Should have an induction smelter right here with full upgrades. Perfect. And these guys real fast. This will make 2 stacks of each. You get 2 ingot results out from each egg. We'll probably just cycle 1 stack of these each for now to make the super translucent catalyst. It'll make us a stack of the catalyst, which I think should be fine. And then we'll leave the other stack in our main system for any kind of crafting they need. We have an extra fusion coil up here. Beak. That is going to take a little while, but that is fine. Okay. Leave that to go. What else do we need? Arc coils. We just have those autocraft, right? Ooh, we don't. What did I think we did? Palladium, polonium. Do we have both palladium and polonium? Oh man, wait, we don't have any of this. Why did I think I had all this? Okay, that we have a palladium chicken egg in here, I bet. Yeah, we have palladium and polonium. Okay, 2 more chickens are happening. Oops. Honestly, not that bad. Could be worse. Alright, there's our egg for this guy. Catch him. Put him on the side for now. Till his egg finishes. Let's get more seeds. Oh, there's a polonium egg already too. Oh no, that's a normal polonium egg. That's not a hatchable. I was like, wait, why didn't that go down? And that's also still the same one as the other guy too, in hindsight as well. Got this guy. Palladium chicken. Now we're just waiting on the eggs to grow. Shouldn't be too bad. Grow, my children. Prosper. Eat seed. Kinda boring, but it is what it is. Let's continue to look at this. Am I gonna need more chicken? Well, yes, I am. Damn it, I forgot about the gemstones. Gosh. So let's take out the linking tool and the resonating wand. I don't know why I still have this on me like that. We're quite full on tools in here, by the way. I've noticed. Okay, go back to our proper ones. So, palladium chicken. Polonium chicken should be in here too. So let's actually grab both of these guys. Let them grow. Down one of these guys. We just net him in here. We won't even time in the bottle this because we're going to have a lot of other stuff that we're working on actively. So I guess we'll just try to cycle all of these guys first. All 6 of the gemstone chickens. A bit of a process. Like always though, right? So red chicken. Let's do a purple. That's a purple. Grab him out of there. Chicken stick him too. Start on yellow. We're gonna start putting the excess chickens away in here because I'm worried that I'm gonna get too distracted while I'm doing stuff like this, and I might accidentally kill a chicken, that I'm not supposed to. So we're gonna just be really careful about this now instead. Yellow. See, like that was a white gemstone chicken instead. This is a blue. Get rid of the poloniums. Okay. It's gotta be a green. We'll do a blue now. Okay. It gets a little bit more confusing the more chickens you start adding to the mix. If you try to do it quickly, it definitely gets a little caught up. We're just gonna do the 16 with these guys. Build another layer. Okay. Nice and easy. All of those guys are good now. Okay. And then we'll throw in our 16 polonium chickens. Make sure they make polonium eggs. Beautiful. Our white gemstone chicken. Take this guy out. No doubt he's already made one. The white gemstone guy in here. Yeah, that's what I figured. We'll grow the stronger one. Be this guy. Blue. Those two. Blue gemstone chicken can go into the side with the other chickens that have an egg. Bruce can go to that side now, because this set's gonna have too many chicken types. Alright. Palladium chickens can start. And I can grow all of these chickens. Kind of arbitrarily. Just force feed them massive amounts of seeds until they all become big and strong chicken. My seed supplies were dwindling. Swap this guy out with the default. Oh, I had the chickens backwards compared to what I normally do with them. White gemstone chicken egg. Green. Red will go here. Yellow will go here. This guy down to his 10 seconds. I think I actually just replaced one of those with the worst chicken, but it wasn't by much, so I don't think it matters. The blue shall be done soon. Then this guy will also hatch for the white. Yoink him. I should have let that produce actually. It probably would have made another 6 growth. I should have replaced this one. There we go. It's an 8, 10, 10. It's very close to 10 to 10 territory. Oh, there it is. 10 to 10, and then if we get a little bit lucky, we should get another 10 to 10. There we go. I just need to let those guys breed up. We also grab this guy. Okay, and that's all of our chickens prepped. Outside of obviously the actual growth part of them. Alright, sweet. Love to see it. That was not honestly as bad as I was expecting. It was a little bit chaotic for a second though, but literally in the name, so it is what it is. We'll do a blue chicken next. Once this hits 16 in total, we'll just take them out. We really don't need the extras in the system. Looking at the egg production speeds, I doubt we're ever going to need more of these chickens. Make sure it produces palladium eggs, yeah. But like every cycle it produces 3 of them. It produces in like 2 seconds, maybe. Maybe 3-ish seconds. It looks like the speeds vary a little bit. But yeah, and every time it's producing 3 eggs, like that's going to be plenty of production. Blue, blue. Alright, now we can get to time and bottling. Now that we can actually like focus on these chickens, this is reasonable again. This guy out the first one, get the extra stats. Oh, by the way, the only stat I care about replacing in these chickens is growth. Whenever I'm doing the breeding process, I'm trying to replace them with a higher growth chicken every time. Because other than that, none of the other stats really matter that much for the build up at least. There we go. Nice and easy. Put in our 16 blue gemstone chickens. Alright, to red chickens we go. Not bad. Not too bad at all. Swap this guy out. Sorry, I really can't do interesting commentary about this. I don't have anything interesting to talk about right now. So I'm pretty doomed for this whole segment. Okay, sweet. Hopefully before the time bottle runs out, it gets all of these. Nice. All 16. Red gemstone chicken. Yep. Making his eggs as he should. Purple gemstone chicken is next. And it begins again. How many more chickens do we have left? Only 3 more after this guy. Okay, that's not bad. Okay. This be our purple gemstone chickens. Perfect. I just have to think about the fact that I won't have to do these chickens ever again. Like, I will definitely have to do more chickens as a whole. But these chickens in particular, done. Dusted. Completionado. So what gets me through this. Down to our last two. Last two types of chickens, unfortunately. I wish these were the last two chickens. Not too bad, not too bad. It's kind of neat to see how drastic of an increase the enhanced like growth stats are in comparison, because it's not even really close. This guy, and finally our last chicken. Hopefully for now. I probably missed some that I am gonna need out of the other chickens I've already made. I don't think so, not yet. I think I might be spared for now. I do not mind chickens in short bursts like this, you know, like a quick like 30, 45 minute experience, but I would not want them for much longer at one time. It's definitely a bit more, it's somehow even more dull than like collecting this stuff for the mystical agriculture seeds was. Although I guess a lot of that was actually exploration stuff, or I already had it. So I guess that's why it would be more dull. I do know that if I update my pack, I'm pretty sure there's a chicken that maxes out chickens. Similar to how the agricultural bee works. But there was other like issues and stuff with the update that I was just worried about, and I really don't want to break my world, and I haven't had time to update while offline recently, and then like double check on it. Well, I've had time. I haven't allocated time to it because I need to update and I need to be able to launch it and test it and make sure that it's running okay before like I try to stream and record and such. Okay. That should be it. That's the last gemstone chicken. So if we just look up gemstone, we have 6 different gemstone eggs being produced. Okay. That is gemstones good now. What else are we gonna need? So super translucent. So we got crystallite, mistite, good. Lionite plates. We got candite, lion, invitite, good. Arc coils. We got palladium and palladium, good. Rainbow lens. We got all 6 of the rainbow chickens. I think Fluix lens and gravitite lenses are all also still on crafting. God, why does it require Fangarum? Why? Fangarum bugs. I can't get Fangarum to produce properly. Like, I can't get it to count as produced. The only Dynatos gem I've been able to get this to work with is the Orium ones for some reason. I don't know why. It's been a pain though. But yeah. Fingarums. Everything else we have here, right? Ooh, we don't actually have ice stone. Swap out one of our Gravitite enchanters. Yeah, like I want to say Ambrosia Shards or this carrot one, yeah. So let us wipe this. Well, all of these guys. Wait, okay. And then we should be able to swap this over to glowstone. Wait, why do I have so much ice stone? Huh? When did I swap this? Has this always been making ice stone? I guess it's got millions of it. What? How did I? Come on, Ambrosia, you're back in business. Interesting. I have no idea whenever I swapped that. It, did I ever swap it? Was that just what it's always been? Did I need it for something? Maybe I swapped it whenever I originally looked at the Gravitite lens recipe. That's very possible. But yeah, kind of a pain that we're gonna have to deal with the gems. Okay. Let us look at everything else for this again. So we've got the magnetic monopoles. We got like 60 of them. So we'll need some lignite plates. I guess let's try to get enough to make 8 sets. Maybe 8 sets is the play for now. Like 200 steel for him. Just in general, I feel like that's fine. Or do we want to try to get enough to do all of the vibranium servos that we made? Do we need the servos themselves for anything directly outside of this? Christevia. Okay, so the recursion fragments for the second tier are going to need 4 servos each, which we'll need to eventually do. But that's not my problem for right now, so I'm not going to worry about it yet. The second order mythic fractal, also outside of my pay grade. So, no. Cool. So we can use all 30 of these without a worry. So we're going to make enough stuff for 30 sets. That'll be the plan. I wish I could, like, mark this recipe specifically, so whenever I clicked on it, it would actually click over to it directly. So I need 120 lignite plates, 120 super translucent catalyst. Okay, so I guess that actually means that we're going to go back up here, grab this 64, Aditite, Mistite, and Crystallite. Do stack more of both of these. That'll give us 128, which should be plenty. Magnetic monopoles will also need to get adjusted in there, so I need to remember to come back for that. So lignite plates, we're going to need 3 ingots per plate, which means we need 360 of each ingot. So we need just under 3 stacks processed of eggs from each. So Vitite, 1, 2, 3. We'll just do 3 stacks worth. Cut Guardentia, 1, 2, 3. Um, and then we'll need lion. 1, 2, 3. Iron line. 1, 2, 3. Then we'll need candite with some candle garnets. Click cut 1, 2, 3. Okay, that should make enough for the lionite plates that we need, I think. Yeah, it'll make enough for 128 of these. Okay. So that's the super translucents, the lionite plates. We've got the vibranium servos already, obviously. The steel frames should also be fine. I think those are already finished. Oh, actually, surprisingly not. Um, they're about to be done though, so frames are fine. There they are. So then we need 30 advanced mythic. Oh, I remember. This guy took mythic machine casing. Because yeah, you need the 6 Baphomet altar bricks. That's why we weren't doing the harder recipe first. Well, I guess everything else about it's the same for the earlier recipe. I just don't need the cursed marmotite. And we can just make 6 mythic machine casing, and then we should be able to make the Baphomet altar immediately after that. I don't think anything else about it's hard. Nope, it's not. Wait, just to confirm. Okay, that's just chiseled from something else. But then after that, a mythic electronic circuit just takes some tokens and an advanced, yeah. Okay. Then once that happens, we'll be able to make the advanced mythic electronic circuit, and then use the Mermex coolant cells to get the rest of the sets. So we'll get 27 times 8, or 216 mythic machine cases. I think we'll round it up to 8 per guy, per like processor or whatever, which gives us like 27 mythic processors worth of resources on this initial like batch craft that we're gonna do, which I think will be pretty good. I think like just like 6 mythic processors gets a lot of extra stuff done and processed much easier as needed. So that is not bad at all. Okay. So I guess let's go up top real fast. Replace this recipe back out. This one. Save that guy. Let's also look at the difference. What's the difference between Orium is nocturnal fluctuatite? Is it because it's the /0? Is that why Orium specifically works, actually? That makes sense. Because it's underneath like its item hashtag or whatever. So you see how like nocturnal powders 18395/1. It's because it's a specialty. It's a variant of the base item. I'm pretty sure is how that's sorted. Or Orium gems are 18,400/0. So they're the base. Fangarim's 2. Ilium's probably 1. Yeah. Which would make sense on why Ilium and Fangarim don't work. on being detected out of here. Other people say they detect them though, just fine. So I don't understand. I don't get why. I have no idea what these different modes are. Processing, ordered, positioned, extreme, basic, elite, ultimate. Um, okay, so ordered mode will make it separate them individually. So processing mode will just feed it 4 Stardust and 4 Fluctuatite. Ordered mode would feed it 4 Stardust individually. It'd be Stardust, 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 Stardust. And then Fluctuatite, 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 Fluctuatite. I think? That's what it looked like on a quick Google search. Maybe we'll set it to ordered mode and see if it does anything. I don't know. We did change this recipe back to the other one. Yeah, okay. So, how much Fingarum am I gonna need? We need the Gravitite lens for each rainbow lens. And then so we want 30 of them. Okay, we dragged them all from the JEI for every usage of the Fingarum there. Can it do it now? Wait, maybe it does know now. Shit, we're missing Fluctuatite. Okay, we can do that though. Actually, it's only Lelicia Garnets too. Alright, we got another chicken, boys. God damn it. Free me from the chickens. It's the fucking quackening. Okay. Get up there. Give me that gamer. I want to be spared. Restock the seeds here. I was gonna make more of the Fluctuatite manually, but you don't even get the ore from this one. Whenever you plasmatic condense it, you get straight up the ingots, and you get 10 of them. And like this is fine objectively. Like this is actually super cheap, but still, it's the principle of it. Since like I already made the chicken, I might as well just do it. Grow, you little bastard. Oh, that works nicely. Grow any second. Now. That was off. We can act like I was right and that there was audio delay. That's what we'll say. I was dead on. Alright. This will get us our Flectuatite chicken. And then we'll just be able to have him make eggs. He's going to be a little bit slow, but like not particularly slow, but it's going to take a minute for us to get enough eggs for what we needed, Flectuatite wise. So, I guess using the JEI in, like using the Fangarum gems directly from the JEI instead of letting it autofill the recipe from the JEI is the strategy. And I don't know why that's the strategy on getting it to recognize the Fangarum gems, but I'm just hoping it actually recognizes them whenever I'm trying to do the craft. Because if it can do the craft all the way through to Gravitite lenses, to Gravitite lenses and then to the rainbow lens and whatever, I'm fine. Like, that's sweet. I hope it works properly. Kind of surprised I got another 10-10-8 there instead of an upgrade. 10-10-10. Grow one more. 10. Okay, cool. We'll rid ourselves of all of these chickens at some point. Let's give it some. We'll give it all the juice. Why not? There we go. This will be like 2 tight eggs. Perfect. And each egg is 2 ingots worth, so that is not bad. And I guess if I really wanted to, I could just do this. And now all of a sudden we have plenty of Flectuatite eggs for what we were going to do. Okay, this made a lot more than I expected. I guess it makes sense. It is a 36x on that guy. Yeah, that made enough for about 2200 Flectuatite. Pretty much instantly. Or, I guess in 30 seconds. We actually know the exact time. Flectuatite goes with Lilicia garnets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Sure, we'll just make a ton. We have 62,000 Lilicia garnets. Okay, we'll do 10 because that's what I had the inventory space for specifically right now. How did that... How did it possibly not replace these properly with their eggs? Lions go with Iron Mine, right? Yeah. Oh, actually, I guess I know how. The egg and the garnet need to be directly next to each other in the inventory storage for it to have a chance. Like, they need to be the next 2 in line. So Candite needs to go with Candyland, and then Flectuatite needs to be followed directly by Lilicia garnets. I should do this. Since these finish, yeah, there we go. It'll yoink it for the Candite, it'll keep it supplied, and then it'll skip over after that This one. Okay, that makes sense. I just needed to pay a little bit more attention to my sorting, and these guys would have already been done by far. Oops. Rolling machine should be right here. Nice. I couldn't remember which way I went. I thought I reorganized the. Oh, I did, and then I think I sorted the chest after. I was like, I swear I put the Flictuitite egg in front. But yeah, and then I sorted the chest so they weren't the next few stacks. So I did the same mistake again. Good thing I was still here. It's so weird that you can't shift click into this machine in any capacity. I don't really know why that's the case. Like you can't see the recipe to click it in, I guess specifically. I said any capacity, but I meant in a very specific capacity. I was like, where's my other stack of these? Turn off that extract, just so don't forget. Okay. So that is all the lignite plates we'll need. Magnetic monopoles need to get started. I meant to do that earlier. Because this is our last of our translucents, right? Yep, we got 2 stacks of those. I want to say it's like a wildwood chunk. Yeah, wildwood chunk and a sedonite. I'm kind of surprised I have so few of these. That'll only make like 25 more. Let's go to wildwood real fast. I think it's that blue portal back here. No. No, it'll be this one, yeah. I can't imagine it's going to be that difficult to get some wildwood souls here. Why can't I see it? Interesting, they're like all invis for me. I'm not a fan. Yeah, these guys aren't. So what? 3 of these turn into a gem, and then 7 gems turn into a chunk. So you need 21 souls per chunk. How many souls do I need? Or how many chunks do I need? I need 1 per 5. I need a total of like 60, so I only need like 12. So just a few hundred of these should be fine. A little bit of mass murder. Interesting little structures. Be very careful about my shots, because I remember accidentally damaging the hell out of myself with my bow once. So I pay a lot of attention now. Stuff system. 12 chunks. That'll give us 60 more. We already have 60. That would be exactly enough for. Wait. We already have 60. What am I doing? It only needs one per. My brain's like, we need 120. We already had enough monopoles. I don't even know why I'm here. Like, I guess it's fine to have had that anyways, but still, that's funny. Whoops. I got so sucked into the fact that like everything else needed 4 of all of it. Oh yeah, we needed palladium. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Polonium. 1. Okay. That is the right ratio, right? I'm not getting that backwards. Yeah, 4 palladium versus 1 polonium. Cool. That'll give us 2 full stacks of arc coils, which should be fine. We just need 120. Also, tons of lactotite. Let's throw all this in. Then let's try to craft our 30 gravitate lenses. I didn't not put the iridescent alder on this guy again, right? I was like, oh no, it's not working. I wonder why. I really need to make another one of these, but the issue is these altars tear up from the earlier altars, and it's such a pain. See, I am worried that it's not actually detecting the Fingarum gems. We'll see. We'll see. We'll let it process through. I'll leave it to the immune system to decide. We'll go and finish our rolling machine stuff. Polonium. Oh, nice. Quest complete for polonium. Cool. Nice 2 stacks of arc coils. Um, the fact that they're showing in the system makes me think that it's not working properly, unfortunately. Hmm. I wonder. I wonder if a normal interface that would allow for substitutions would work. Cause like we've got this here, but there's another perfectly good item input on this side. We could simply just add some cable, throw an interface on this guy, take the recipe out of this, out of like the major encoder, just fine, and then put the recipe into this. You know, allow substitutions, and then maybe it would be able to pull through the like these Fangarium gems. If this craft doesn't work, we'll try that. We'll leave the Fangarium gem craft as is, so it can make the gems, and then we'll do a normal interface. I'm just gonna get ready to do this because I have an odd feeling. Also grab our pattern terminal. Just because if I am gonna do a pattern up here, it's just easier to have them like this. Okay. Do we need anything else? Like, can we work on anything else while we're waiting on this? I wonder. Is there anything else that's needed? No, getting it. Oh yeah, the rainbow gemstones themselves actually, and the flux lenses. I kind of forgot about that. 29 more of these. We need 30 of these guys. So let's just do a stack of each gemstone egg. I assume all of these go with Christevia garnets. Yeah, understandably. Then we get Christevia. Wait, how did I get? I doubled one because that was 2 stacks of yellow. Okay, I think. Yeah, we're missing a stack of one of them. I don't remember which one. We'll figure it out in a second. What are you missing? Green. We missed a green. Wait, did it? Oh, I thought it craft. I thought it did this one. I was like, oh, did it? No, it did the crystal lens is what it finished. Or the rainbow one, or whatever it is. The Fluix lens? Jesus, I'm calling everything that it's not. 30 of those. Okay. So, my thoughts. Oh, these can't take capacity. They need, what's it called? I'll worry about it later if I need them, I guess. So, let us do a small cancellation of this guy. So, this. Also change this guy back to. Okay, we'll reload this. Set this guy back to processing just because it looks weird whenever it's not like that. So we took the gravitate lens out of here. Um, gravitate lens, gravitate lens. Okay, block all. God damn it. Hmm. Hmm. So even that doesn't work either. Okay. Get rid of all of these trackers. Click all these guys out to get the stuff back. Hmm. This would be a problem on its own. um. Interesting. I assume I just messed this up. Actually, maybe we do a Fingarum gem. And then we overwrite it from this one. Also, I thought I put a stack of patterns in here. I guess I must have only put one. Maybe we do it like this, and then we grab this guy to re-encode him. Because actually thinking about it, I didn't do that part either. Whenever I pulled this recipe in, I should have removed that guy, put this one here, and just shift scrolled it to 4, and then encoded it. Gravitate lenses. Why is it to craft? I don't understand. You have the Fingarum. Why? Well, it was worth the shot, I guess. I have no idea why this doesn't work like it should. It's very irritating though. I guess I could take the requirements for the Fingarum gem off of this gravitate lens for now. Oh, I should put these guys in. Save. Get 30 of these guys going. And we will just manually feed it all of its stupid Fingarum. As irritating as this is. I'm so annoyed. If this just would work like it was supposed to, I just hate the usage of Dynatos gems. They're so irritating. Like, I swear, I've had so many issues with Astral Sorcery in this pack. Like, a pretty absurd amount of them. The last thing I needed to deal with was the way that they stored their everything about every item into NBT data, and then also shared NBT data across multiple of the items. Yeah. What a pain. Well, that's crafting our lenses at least. And then once those gravitate lenses finish crafting, we should be at making rainbow lenses. Do I not know how to make a rainbow lens? Oh, it's made in a gravitate enchanter. That's kind of interesting. I guess we can do that manually then. Oh, also, we're gonna need 90 more of these. I did not realize it was a 4-to-1. It probably won't take too long though. Okay, it's gonna take a little bit of time. The wizardry combiner's not that fast. Okay, well while that happens, we can mess with this. This guy's connected to the item input. This guy's the output. This guy can just spit out into the system for now. I wonder if an Amy output bus would have worked better on the other on the Starlight altar. Maybe that would fix it. Gravitate and flux lenses. Yeah, it takes 2 seconds each. Oh, yeah, I remember looking at this. I was like, I didn't feel like making it. It was. I think this is behind something else in the. Oh no, no, I could have gone to this. I think my brain, I think, thought this was the possessed flukes or whatever, but it's not. Oh, never mind. Yeah, that was way too far. Eyes of Gallifrey and stuff being needed. That's a lot for just this one block. And this being all it's used for. Well, maybe it's not. Maybe it's used for other things. You just can't tell. It doesn't get listed right in the JEI for that, unfortunately. Takes a little while for each rainbow lens. Gotta wait for these last guys to craft. Take about 30 seconds. We'll put in all the gemstones, and then we give another cursory check on everything that we need. Then we'll let the big ones craft for now. Actually, we'll probably immediately craft the 3 sets that we need of the 2. Get the Baphomet altar and set that guy up. I guess that's what we'll do. Mythic machine casing. We need 6. Iron plates are what I'm missing, really? It knows how to make them. Oh, I want specifically stupid ones. You're getting retaught for this one recipe. Mythic, make 6 of them. There we go. That's our first 6 mythic machine casings needed. For one that finishes this mission. Oh, they give us a 7th. Nice. Oh, this one probably gives us another servo too. Neat. And then that's officially the mission unlock where it's like, oh, now you should do Pixonia. Which is fine. We'll do that in a minute. Actually, what? We're already 3 hours in. Okay, maybe we do that right now. Maybe we leave Baphomet altar and other mythic stuff for tomorrow, actually, thinking about it. Because I don't want to get into all the mythic processors today, because it's going to just take a while. So maybe we get into the rest of this. We finish this up. We get up to our 8x and stuff tomorrow. So we'll finish up the last bit of stuff for our Mermex coolant, which is literally just, I could do that by hand. Get the Baphomet altar set up and made, which we have everything for. It's just a matter of doing it. Yeah, we'll worry about that later. Maybe if I have a bit of extra time after we get to Pixonia, but Pixonia is going to have exploration and stuff too, so it's probably not going to get it done today. Rainbow gemstones. I need 2. Lionite plates, we'll need a couple. Flux electrum shafts. Need 2. Flux crystal blocks. Okay, I'm like, we definitely have enough flux crystals, right? Yeah, it just doesn't know the recipe. Go to a molecular assembler. I'll drop this guy in. It's good enough for me. Shafts. 2. Okay. Just to double check, yeah. We already have the Lionite plates. We'll take 2 of these. I think that leaves enough still. Take 2 rainbow gemstones. Then we need abyssite crystals. So we are missing like most of these, I think. We have Decidia, Visio, Octans, Horologium. What all do we actually need? We need Decidia, Amara, Visio, Avitus, Avorsio, Lucerna, and Mineralis. Decidia, Visio. I don't think I have any of the other ones in here. Nope. I'll take these out and put them back in this chest over here as well, though, just for consistency. Okay, so it's gonna be quite a few. Whip out my constellation chart again. I love this. So we're gonna need and 6 more for one. So we'll grab 6 celestials. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just have them all on me. We'll need our astral tome. We're going to need Mineralis. I don't think we need Visio. We already got it right. Yeah. Oh, I don't have Armara. So I'm gonna need to make the paper, constellation paper for it, aren't I? Yep. So iron, glowstone, ink sac, stardust, parchment, feather, clay, leather. I'll surely remember all of that. Iron, glowstone, ink sac, stardust, leather, clay, parchment paper? God damn it. I'm in a perpetual cycle with this. I need to make another altar, and I'm gonna just keep saying that I need to do that, and I'm never gonna make another altar. The writing's on the wall. I refuse to read it. It's okay. I'm gonna convince myself that this is fun. I missed a feather. Damn it. I was so close. I actually thought I got it all, to be honest. This animal net. Wand. Armara. Goes to iron, leather, clay. So it needs to be nighttime. I forgot what the last item on the edge was. Close in. Okay. This would be an Armara paper. We need the paper so that we can see in our attunement altar so that we can actually see the placement locations of the spectral relays. Okay, so that's Armara Mineralis. So we need Avitus, Lucerna, and Avorsio. Lucerna. Armara, Mineralis, Lucerna. These two we already have. Why do I feel like I'm gonna just put these extra things away. I was holding on to them, but I've gonna end up with too much inventory clutter. I just feel incapable of remembering what I need for this. I don't understand why. Dissidia, Armada. Yeah, it's none of these ones. So I'm super impressed actually by the lack of memory here. Avitus, Avorcio, Lucerna, Mineralis, Amara are what's needed. So I need Avitus. Let's start doing them one at a time so that I can actually start getting like progress made and my brain stops dying on me maybe. Okay, so everything we already had is fine. Then we just need sapling seeds, sugarcane. I must have clicked 2 on accident. A little annoying that we don't have all the papers, but it is what it is. I did not pay enough attention whenever I was originally discovering the constellation papers at the very start to hold on to them. Remaking them all is tedious though. So I won't be making that mistake again. Another astral pack at least. Okay, we need a Vorcio. So I just need stone, TNT, gunpowder, flint. Okay. It's cobblestone, but it's difficult to tell that of that. It looked like normal stone because I saw like barren stone and something else. And it's gonna be too late again. Back to midnight you go. Come on, show me the GT. Where's that? Where's that? Ah, nailed it. My brain's rotting, I think. Getting these in my inventory for a second. Why did it make 2 of them? Eh? I guess maybe it can make 2 because I had enough extra like resources in there. I had enough starlight or something? I'm not really sure. Like now I have multiple Dissidia. I'm so whatever. What am I missing? I'm still missing one of them. Mineralis, maybe? No, I have that one. Evorsio, Avitus, Lucerna, Mineralis, Amara, Visio, and Dissidia. I did Avitus, right? Yeah. Is there only 7? Oh my god, there's only 7. That's why. My brain is like, I saw this shape, and I'm just assuming there's 8. And so I'm like, this isn't enough. I'm missing one. Okay. Alright, we got all of the extra papers that we need. These two are already attuned. Be fine. Also gonna collect a couple of extras. Spectral relays here. Because I think some of these might be bigger than, I think we only have like 6 relays over there. Okay. Let's look through all of the constellations and see what's currently in the sky. I think this is not Fornax. What is this? This is Lucerna. Okay, Lucerna is actively in the sky. Lucerna is no longer actively in the sky. Go to Moonrise. Hopefully Lucerna is still here. Oh, we can also grab our 6 crystals back now. I guess we need 5. It's Fornax. This one's Evorsio. Okay, I think Lucerna is not up anymore, so Evorsio is what we'll swap to instead. Kind of difficult to tell where these are supposed to be sometimes. Okay, let's look at Evorsio done. Okay, now we need to go and look for what else is in the sky. That's Evorsio. This one is going to be Boots, which you already did. This one is Armara, which we need, right? Yes, we do. Okay, I'll attune to Armara. Let's look at the other ones. What's this one? This one's Dissidia. We need that one too, right? No, okay, that's one we already got. This one's Avitus. Can you put a spectral relay directly on top? I think so. Why is it showing here? Oh, there we go. Just a weird visual thing. This one will be our Vetus crystal. 2, 3. Mineralis and Lucerna. Let's go and give it a little look, see what these guys are. What's this one? This one's Pelotrio. This one's Mineralis. Okay. These are done. Okay. Okay. And then, what's Lucerna look like? Okay. It's like a wide band one. Alright, no Lucerna, but we got all of the other ones done in this one night, so now we can just cycle day skip until we get to it. And then we'll craft them all on that altar. Shouldn't be too bad. Yeah. Alright. Certain it should be pretty easy to spot. It's not a difficult one to see for sure. It's nearly all the same ones. Skip again then. Skip again. So like I said, we barely missed Lucena earlier. Oh, I forget we can just look at the sky too. It's kind of cool. Scope's easier. Lucerna, perfect. There we go. Should be our last celestial crystal attunement. At least what we're actively working on. And then this will be, we'll just need to make 2 of each of these as their like specialty attuned gem. Should be fine. Easy. That gets us to Pixonia, and then Pixonia will have the Whispering Meatball, which will let us craft all of the attuned gems, which is going to obsolete most of the recipes out of this guy. Not all of them, though. I forget what else can be done in the Illuminated Enchanter. Actually, maybe all of them. Okay, no. He has, like, some enchants that are useless. Hey, I'll need Infusion Catalyst at some point. So he won't need to be obsoleted completely. That's all he's gonna use, though. Okay, that's fine. Not every multi-block can be useful. Forever, at least. Okay. So we got these 5, 6, and 7. Input. Do like this guy real fast. Since these are essentially just crafting holders. They're similar to like an encoder for like a chipset or something. It's easier to just put them all in one individual thing, and then we can just put what they actually need in here. So for Dissidia, this is gonna be fun. So we're gonna need 2 of each of these things. So we need to keep that in mind. So we need 8 arrows, redstone, and iron ingots. I'm just gonna grab a whole stack of each thing, just in case any of them have overlap. Grab a few stacks of deep blue. Oh, I was like, why is this not working? We're going to need what, 14 crystals? We'll need 7 each time. We'll wait until it does its next one, and then we'll throw this one in there too. Then we'll start working on the next crystal's ingredients. Okay, so now we need Visio. Fish, sugar, and string. And I'm already just pulling the 8 out. Exactly, that's funny. I was just saying how I was going to pull out a stack to make sure I could like be consistent with it. Nope. Put that in there. Okay. Then we need our Armara. Glowstone, clay, and leather. Then we're going to need our Vorcio. TNT, flint, and gunpowder. Grab those 8. Then we need our Avitas. So sugarcane, stardust, seeds. Sugarcane. Mineralis. Actually, we can do Lucerna real fast. 8 coal, 8 torches, 8 redstone. I guess I could have just thrown all the deep blue matter at the very start in hindsight. Okay, now we need Mineralis. Here it is. Gold, iron, redstone. We'll throw it all in. It should be able to detect it, no problem. Cool. This will be all of our nice and perfectly tuned crystals. Love to see it. That right there, that right there. Wait for this guy to finish. Okay. Alright, so I never taught it in the combination crafter. I wasn't sure. Do I have dreading clusters? Yes, I do. I was pretty sure we'd gotten them from the structures in the abyss that have like a bunch of the random clusters in them. We did. Very convenient. Let's go on down here to our combination crafter. I feel like we have... Yeah, we have a couple of them. I wonder if this has an extra spot in it or not. I remember we made this baby one over here as well as a secondary, so it probably doesn't have an extra spot in it. Load this guy. What's in here? Corrales statue. Corrales statue, you're getting replaced. You're now a Beside gem. Cool. This back in here. Whenever we need a Corrales statue again later, I'll probably be a little annoyed, but we'll move it to that one, the little statue crafter instead. At some point, Abyssite gems. Craft two of these guys. There's both of our Abyssite gems. All of that crafting to make it instantaneously. And so we pull out our 2 Lionite plates, our 2 Abyssite gems, our 2 Flux Electrum, our 2 Rainbow Gemstones, our Awakened Draconium block, and then we just need to get 100 Cognitio, Precantatio, and Alienus. And then just run the infusion. Should be pretty easy. I'd actually already have most of that over here, to be honest. It's hard to judge, though. Alienus, 2 stacks. What do I need? Cognitio. Okay. Until all 3 of these fill with 100, 100, well over 100, well over 100. Alright. Well, you guys can all go there. What's up, Rainbower? There's so many of them on my base today. Interesting. Where is my glaive? My caster's gauntlet. There we go. Nice and quick infusion. Or should be pretty quick. Oh, it emptied its first jar of Alienus that it was working on. I'm like, that shouldn't have a problem. Very, very nice. All condenses together. And there it is. The Pixonia artifact. Right click it, unlocks us the Pixonia stage, so that whenever we do go to Pixonia, we can teleport around after. Uh, it's an easy thing to overlook to accidentally not do that. We've got our shuriken, our guy should still be in here. Let us go to the space station. I have oxygen, right? Yeah. Probably should have checked that first. I guess what's the worst thing that happens? I die. Put on in our Pixonia artifact. Select a planet. Okay, we do not have the fuel. Crystal? I forget what it's called. Dilithium. I was like, yeah, I'm like, I'll figure it out. We'll get this done. Throw in some dilithium crystals to fuel this up. Each crystal gives you 10 fuel cost. We're gonna warp over. This key? No. This key? Numpad 4. The one key I didn't press. Yeah, don't don't worry about our rocket. Oh yeah, we got fuel. We got fuel. We're chilling. Gonna get our warp done. He's in space, so he can't do anything yet. But once we get orbiting around Pixonia from the warp drive, then we can just hop on our rocket. We should be able to select it, land, and then we can just shift right click to yoink this guy back. This is not how you're supposed to do it, but like it's the funny way. It changes directions every time. I don't know why. Sometimes it comes out completely fine too, and other times it goes back in and it's like super scuffed. I have no idea what's up with that, but it's very amusing. Destination Pixonia. Takeoff is a go. Yeah. Yeah, that's going the right way. uh, Easier than dealing with their launch pad and stuff every time. Okay. Alright, thanks for that back. Put this guy away. Okay, bro. Is this like the decay rot from the Betweenlands above my hunger bar? I feel like that's what this is. Okay, we're in Pixonia. I don't even remember what we're supposed to be looking for here, so we're gonna do a quick little check. So I'll find that in a swamp tower. Let's look up Pixonia actually. It'll probably tell us everything that's here. Recursive meatball, Ogreite ore. Okay, so we'll be able to craft Ogreite, but we can also find Ogreite ore directly to make the ingots. Okay. It'll be found inside of a special tree. Follow the Aeriko. Okay, so whenever we see Aeriko bosses, we should find them. There's going to be a tree with Ogreite in it. As a heads up for that, I'll pull out my scorching pickaxe just to make sure I mine it properly. Get a good ratio going. Recursive meatball we'll find here. The heart of Pixonia we'll find here somewhere. Oh, actually, this is probably craft. Yeah, this is probably a crafted item based on it being like a primal ogre thing. Okay. Whispering Meatball. Meatball. Meat. What the fuck am I? I don't even know what accent that was. I don't know why that happened. Craft 4 trees and 1 rock together. Pixonia will tell you which ones. So we're looking for 4 tree types and a rock. Okay. Try to keep that in mind. Adamantium Stinger obviously is going to be a boss fight of some kind. Gem of Midas will be also found in here somewhere. That saves you a lot on gold singularities. Although, like, doesn't really matter. Probably not, but it'll be nice to have for free. Icy Dreadful Shard. We'll find it here, and then we need to surround it with... Okay, so that's going to be guided by the Twilight Forest. I'll worry about that later then. Gem of Gluttony will be crafted with the banner, which will be found in Vox Pawns. Okay, so nothing crazy. We're looking for Adamantium Stinger and Whispering Meatball mostly. Recursive Meatball if we see it. Ugrite ore as well from Ayurgo trees. Um, this is probably going to be the Stinger. I bet you this spawns a flying enemy based on what this arena is based like. Not. I was completely and utterly wrong. Okay, that's fine. I respect it. It's very like bright on my screen, that little like flash of red. I don't even know if you guys can see it whenever that happens. Okay. So that's our Icy Dreadful Shard. We're looking to see some kind of indication of trees. You like computers? Or animated blocks I can around what? Okay, so I just craft these together. Learn all these first. Okay, branch of life. Neat. What do these do? Will these make that variant of cobblestone? If I animate it? Interesting, because I know that the actual animator itself doesn't work properly. It just makes like blah animated guys because of the or well no, like you can animate a block but you can't mob duplicate it, I mean. Is the way that it's sort of in BT. Um Oh, I thought that was a blessed stone. I'm like, oh, I'll take that. I was gonna I was gonna break it. It's a pressure plate. How about no? How about we do a wooden button? And then how about I fly up here and you stay down there? Yeah. I figured it being a pressure plate meant it was gonna spawn a bunch of mobs around you. Seemed pretty obvious. Okay, I got my adamantium stinger I needed. Very nice. Did you guys drop anything else cool? Not really. I'll learn what I got though. Okay. So that is 2 of the things from Pixonia already. So we still want a recursive meatball, a whispering meatball, a gray ore. Okay. I'll spawn another dreaded servant. These are just random tree saplings and such. So we are looking for a tower. This thing has got the animated blocks and stuff again. I'm gonna grab this stuff and put it in a tab real fast with the branch of life. Where's that? There it is. This will guarantee that I remember which saplings I needed for this. So we have that on record. Oh, this is probably my tower thing. Oh, you've got to be shitting me on how many. Oh, actually, hold on. Curiosity. Um, right. Worth a shot. Oh, I can break this. Oh wait, is this not a tower? Is this just a spawner that's set up? Actually, hold on. My brain was just like, oh, this is probably a tower, because I saw the ancient rock and stuff. There's a lever here. Okay, we should have gotten all of the meatball stuff we needed there. Yep, there's the whispering meatball. That's what I figured. Okay, hold on. We'll fly back for a second. Alright, so the whispering meatball was acquired. Oh, and then we can make, we'll just make two. There we go. We have an extra whispering meatball now. I doubt we really need it. I think possessed flukes will be pretty easy to do in a crafter setup, so it's fine. We might actually just passive this. Because all it needs is, actually, how far are we from? Oh, we can't do that. I guess the purification one can. So whenever we use a mythic processor, we can make this guy the purifier tomorrow. I guess we wanted to. Pure flukes could also be pretty easy automated in other ways as well, though. You can just pressurize flukes dust. So you just you spit some of the flukes that we produce, the flukes crystals, into flukes dust. It'll make seeds, and then you just push those seeds directly into a growth chamber. That growth chamber makes purified, and then the purified gets spit through the through a crafter with this guy to make possessed flukes. So we just have passive possessed flukes for both. It looks like possessed starlight, whispering starlight. Oh, that's neat. You can just make a straight up normal celestial crystal with the illuminated enchanter for both of them. Nice. But then this will be the nice part. We'll be able to craft all the attuned crystals at their maximum stuff. So, okay. That takes off the whispering meatball. So we need the swamp tower. I assume those are probably the special trees it was talking about earlier as well. So I assume we're going to see the Ayurko spawns in a second. Let's get the electromagnet back in our thing. No? Okay, hold on. Actually, one thing too I didn't check. Okay, yeah, no, we didn't get any kind of scanner in here, I don't think. Seeing if we got any scanner modules, stuff like that. Does not look like it. Okay. Um, set inside a special tree. I feel like this would be like the most special of the trees, in my opinion. Maybe I'm of the wrong opinion, but feels like a moderately special looking tree. It's pretty big. It does say follow the Ayurko though. Maybe these just spawn around and then Ayurko are at the ones that actually have Ogrite. What's this? Just chestnut stone? Jim Glenny. I thought it was spooky. Oh, trap chest. I guess that makes sense. What's this guy drop? Acidic heart. I totally forgot about the Gem of Gluttony, to be honest. Okay, cool. Kill that guy one more time just because I felt like it. Alright. So we're looking for a swamp tower and a Yurkos. Yurkos for a special tree. Oh. Or was he? Is he back this way? We'll get the Yurko first. Is it this tree? Oh my god, it is. Nice. I'm like, it looked weird because the dirt. So they're in mangrove trees. I do feel like it's amusing to say a special tree, make a dimension that has some massive trees in it, and they're not the special tree. I find that very funny. I respect it. Because that's what I thought it was gonna be. That actually gave us a decent amount of Ogrite. I have no idea why you would make Ogrite with, or Ultimate Ingots with this recipe. Objectively, this recipe's just easier. Awakened Draconium with some Neutron Fluid is so much easier. And then you just upgrade the nuggets. Because Awakened Draconium and Neutron Fluid are both pretty free. Yeah. Just a little bit. Oh, that's something new. That's probably also the Swamp Tower, I bet. Um, I hope this doesn't go poorly for me. Dimensional anomaly. Should I let him hit? Nah. I considered it. I considered it. Sentient anomaly detector whispering. What happens if I click it? Stand on top of the right structure, the haven will guide you. Already been to haven, right? Yeah. I don't remember. Yeah, we'll worry about that later. we'll figure that out as needed. Okay. We got that guy. Now this should be our swamp tower, I would assume. Here's the entrance. Actually, you know what? Thanks for my Pixonia key. I'll check out your tower anyways. I know he put effort into these. Okay, not a lot. Yeah, I imagine this is what, full of spawners probably. Can you guys get out of my way, please? Thank you. Yeah, spawners and the chest is in there. Okay. All right. I gave it its look. Storage scanner does go very nicely though. Okay. So that is our Pixenia infusion key. Alright, clicked it just to see if it did anything. This will let us make infused mermatite, which can then make enchanted, which can make vibranium ingots at a decent ratio in the comparison. I forget what the other way we're doing it is. We were just using an alloy smelter with the rhenium base or whatever, and then you get 8. Let's you do a combination crafting recipe and get 16 instead, which is for sure better, so that is not bad. What else can it do? It can make the universal boosters for the mythic excavation engines. We need those also for the next 3 realm stones. And it is also what you use in the plasmatic condenser to make ogrite ore. Oh, if we passive, so Lymph of Pixonia passives for corrupted aragonite, which needs a bunch of crystallizers, then we can get the ogrite that way as well. Is there any other way to get more ogrite? Nope. Okay, so it looks like that's the intended way for ogrite duplication. After you get enough from your plasmatics, or you come here and mine enough. That is something come here just reminded me. I'll put it on top of this building. Add a new. Pixonia. Commit it. Perfect. Okay. That's ogrite ore. We haven't gotten the recursive meatball yet, right? Nope, we haven't. So we are waiting on the recursive meatball. Oh, well, probably right there, if I had to guess. The structure we haven't seen before. What's the sign say? Click this if you have to recover your corpse. I don't want to have to recover my corpse. Hard boss fight. You may want to have sacrifice metal armor. You know what? So, my thoughts. We'll set our Pixonia teleporter to right there. Make sure we're set on Pixonia. Surely they don't one-shot my armor, right? I guess if they do, I'll make new armor. We will swap out. How about sacrifice metal to make? Ooh, that's a lot of work outgoes. Oh, we need the weights of the ancient heart. That'll be a pain. Hopefully he doesn't destroy my armor. It's got pretty high on raking. We will teleport if needed. Okay. Armor durability is surviving. I just needed to make sure our armor was going to break. They do a ton of damage for how much protection level we have, which is pretty impressive. I am lagging slightly. It is a moderately difficult start of the boss fight if you don't have enough protection to not instantly die. Although Last Stand would save most people as long as your armor doesn't break. But it does get moderately trivialized based on how slow they are. I don't even know if they can hit me in the toes while I'm flying. Can they? Well, they're dying slowly. I saw a hit on that guy for 4.8k. 4.6. Very intensive boss fight happening here. Minecraft PvP moment. Not bad though. Man, they're pretty tanky. Well, on the bright side, we have a ton of dread shards for whenever we need them. Oh, a bunch of Gravemaster keys too. Well, all this extra stuff that we have. We didn't end up needing. Okay. Oh goddamn, Avatar with the Meatball Man with 300,000 HP. Coming in hot to take 0 damage. You know, I thought about it and I'd considered it. And I was like, man, I wonder if this guy hits for a ridiculous amount. And he instantaneously breaks my unbreaking 230 armor. All of it. Shattered. Gone. God damn it. Okay, so we have to make new armor. I guess we were in for an armor upgrade eventually anyways. I don't even need to worry about it for now. Life Charm should keep me alive to most things, but I will make new armor soon. God damn it. Um, how much damage does he do? I'm gonna clip that for myself, for my amusement. Okay, I find great amusement in that clip. Oh, I have such a good facial reaction. It's great. Okay, let's continue our execution of the avatar of the Meatball Man. Oh my god, we finally hit level 31. Natural sorcery. I know a lot of people cheese that using radiation damage, because I think it hits for like max int damage or something. Thanks for 3 iron ingots, bro. I appreciate it. Oh my gosh. My armor! Uh, the recursive meatball can be used for the hidden power callstone later. We'll worry about that on its own. God, I can't. I wonder how much damage he hits for. I wonder how much like that truly is. Also, I wonder if you can respawn. Oh my god, you can. Do I want to do this again? Not really. Can I go? Can I leave? Can I go home? I can. We can leave. Does doing this kill them? Yeah, it removes them. It doesn't remove the bedrock though. Okay, wait, can you just break the roof? Oh no, no, it's all ancient rock. Small oversight, I think. Just a minor one. I think you can get back with the like you could ender pro your key or whatever, but that's pretty funny. Anyways, that is the last thing I think we need from Pixonia. I think we got everything in here. Pretty cool little dimension. Uh I played with fire. I knew that was probably gonna happen whenever I leaned, like whenever I let it hit me. So it was within expectations. Unfortunate to our armor, but our made armor was outlasting its survivability anyways, because mobs do start doing some ridiculous damage. Hence why sacrifice metal armor has like what is that, like 100 million? Yeah, it's 100 million durability. Also much higher armor toughness for all of them too. So we'll get protection C, which is 50? Why do I not know Roman numerals right now? 100. L is 50. Okay. Yeah. I just butchered that. But yeah, so we'll get protection C. So we'll get protection 100, and then protection 10 for all of the other ones, and it gets unbreaking 200 built in, and it has last stand 10 built in. It'll be pretty good. I think that'll be pretty solid. So some super enchanted sacrifice metal armor I think is going to be our near future. Way to the Ancient Heart, sacrificial shards, rainbow druses, nightmare incense. A little bit of Mythmonite and some Orichalcos, which would be kind of a pain, unless we do Lymphopixonia first. Maybe we'll, maybe we won't. I'm not sure. That's also a lot of fiery night metal. How many ingots is that? 65 million divided by 144. Okay, so it's like the netherite ones. So that's like 450,000 ingots of both. Fiery night metal, which I have. Oh, hold on. Are these going to be different liquids? Night slime and chrome. Geradium and abyssal. Okay, well I have all of these so far. Lumium and platinum. Oh my god, our platinum situation's in shambles. Wait, we're back up to 400k. How? How is our platinum down? I don't understand what I did. Because I somehow pulverized like all of our platinum supply. And I just don't get how this happened. We do have 5 million platinum ore. Maybe we should process this. Maybe that'll be a job for not me right now. You know what could be a job for me right now? Where's our platinum plant? Think harder and you shall come to the correct answer. Which is just a Torturino on our platinum plant. So it goes ham like our Awakened Draconium one does. Is platinum all the way back here? Oh, it is. Well, oh my. Guess what you just got? Set it to a radius of 2. So it also affects the harvester. Glowstone diamonds. Pink. Okay, crafter's keeping up. And now our platinum supply shall gain. Okay, cool. That should deal with the platinum situation. Because it would cost a little bit more than all of our current platinum ingots that are smelted. Oh, I just thought about it. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna have to melt all that. Whatever. That'll be a problem for future me. I think we're going to call that one a wrap, though, on the stream today, guys. Rip the armor, but we did get to Pixonia, so that main objective was completed. We got to Pixonia. We got some of the first Mythic machine casing. We don't have Mythic processors yet, but we'll probably get those next week whenever we come back. I'm going to stream Monday through Friday as per usual. I appreciate people dropping by. I hope everyone has an absolutely fantastic weekend going into it. And I hope to see other people around again, once again, whenever we're starting to stream on Monday. And we'll try and probably flesh out some of these side things. Maybe we'll get the wormholes and stuff too. I don't know. At the very minimum, though, we are going to be able to get Mythic processors and... Oh god, the salt reactor. The salt reactor, I've heard so many bad things about this. So we shall see with that. And I was curious. So the Wildwood Star is our entrance into Chapter 6. 4 Hearts of Pixonia. So we just need Primal Ogre, right? Just right. Fine Mineral Dust. Okay. So that's where we're going to be at with that. Okay, that sounds pretty good. Pretty happy with that. Yeah. And all that sacrifice armor and stuff chains down here and everything too. Okay. Well, thank you guys for dropping by. I really, really do appreciate it. I'll catch you all later. Have an absolutely fantastic afternoon and weekend. Peace, everybody.